The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Ford Brothers Auction, Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello and welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. I'm Bridget DeVries and I'm your host for this week's show, and we have a great show for you this week. We have a feature from around the state from WKYT. In Behind the Scenes, we have a special guest from Mike Reeves from Clinton County, who's going to talk to you about everything that's going on with the All-A Classic. The basketball part starts in February. The Crown Trophy Athlete of the Week is Harley Painter from Boyd County High School. She's a special treat. Roberts Insurance Team of the Week is going to be Paul Lawrence Dunbar Girls Basketball Team. Paul Runyon is going to bring a couple of athletes in, which will be great. And from Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week that'll take you on down the road for some great high school sports action. In UK Sports Medicine, we have Colsom Begg. She's going to talk about great nutrition for our high school athletes to keep them healthy in their competition. But we know what you want. You want the best highlights in high school sports from around the state. You're going to get it in Game Time from Brian Milam and Lee K. Howard.
But we start just down the road at Bryan Station. Station has not lost this season, despite working in just 4 games on the campaign. Douglas is 4-1, so let's pick it up in the first half. With Douglas leading by 18, the big guy for the defenders, Skylar Riley, will let it fly, and he connects on the 3. Last play of the half, Kamari McMullen misses, but nobody puts a body on Zayden Ferguson.
Got to block out.
Got to. 45-26 Bronx at the break. Deshaun Jackson, a one-man gang. The floater, he had 19 in the first half, 26 for the game. Jamarius Lindsay, wonderful night for Station. Game high 30. But Douglas gets the win going away 79-63. Over at the GRC Arena, 10th region rivals Mason County and Clark County. Jerome Morton will miss the next month with a broken wrist. He had surgery earlier in the week. GRC didn't need him tonight, up 11 in the third. Off the miss, Jared Wellman shows he can do more than just shoot 3-pointers. More from the Redbirds, Jeremiah Mundy Lloyd to Stanley Smothers. Excellent. The lefty layup, Cards by 11 at the other end. Anwar Perry behind. That's a deep one. But Clark County, GRC takes it 83-55, your final.
On first appearance, the North Laurel Jaguars look like your average team. But once the whistle blows, this ball club turns into a scoring juggernaut.
Coin the term spurtability, and this team has it. They can be on 0 and then you look up and they've got 25 4 minutes later.
The Jaguars are averaging 95 points a game and already this season have hit 98 or better on 5 occasions. The secret to the success through 8 games is simple. Pass the ball and find the open man, but go as fast as you can.
Very unselfish. We take pride in how deep we are and how unselfish we are.
They're unselfish, and I've had other teams that are unselfish too, but these guys, they really don't care, who scores.
Every one of us would rather make a one more pass to our teammates and see them score instead of go out and just jack up a stupid shot ourselves. So this team is very, very unselfish, and it's really, really fun to be a part of.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report, and today we have a special treat in Behind the Scenes. We have Mike Reeves, who is the event coordinator and secretary for the All-A Classic and all the events that they sponsor. Welcome in, Mike.
Thank you very much, Bridget. I appreciate you having me on today.
Mike does a lot behind the scenes. There's a lot that goes on with this particular event, and I'd like for you to talk a little bit about the upcoming basketball tournaments, which are scheduled in February.
Okay, Bridget, I appreciate it. Like I said, we got our fingers crossed. We've got 29 of our 32 regional champions already crowned. Our tournament's going to start it's going to be a little different. It'll start on Monday, February the 15th. And we're planning on finishing up with the championships on Saturday, which is February the 19th, or excuse me, February 20th. And we're really excited about it. Of course, we are a little apprehensive, I think, as everybody is, about what's going to happen as far as Corona. But we're planning on playing 6 games the first 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then we'll have our semifinals on Friday with the championships on Saturday.
Gotcha. And you all are down at Alumni Coliseum at EKU again this year. A great venue, right?
Yes, that is correct. And I do want to give a shout out to EKU, their staff, as well as the Richmond Tourism. They've both been really, really good. Of course, we did also work with the governor's office to have our health plan approved. And the Kentucky High School Athletic Association also helped us with some of the things that we needed. So it was really a joint effort between everyone to be able to have this tournament for the student athletes in our small schools.
Well, one great aspect, I've been to this tournament many times, and one of the greatest aspects that you all do are the scholarships. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, Bridget, that's one of the things that, our founder, Stan Steidel, that was one of Stan's most favorite parts, and we're making sure we carry on his tradition. Right now, we're giving $25,000 and $1,000 cash scholarships. We also have about 53 scholarships from different universities. And then this year, on top of that, we're going to have about 30 more thousand. So we're going to go way over 100,000 as far as number of scholarships for students. And we're very excited. But one other thing I do want to mention, the art competition is actually a part of our statewide tournament, basketball tournament. And ordinarily on our program, the winner of the art contest, their picture that they drew is the cover for the program. Of course, this year, COVID is going to prevent us from having a program. We're still going to go ahead and give those students, the winners and the runner-up, and 2 honorable mentions, their scholarships that we always give them. We also give scholarships for the art competition. Okay, one more thing I'd like to say also, Bridget, we are going to have all of our games are going to be live streamed through Prep Spin this year on a pay-per-view basis. We're very excited that we developed a partnership with them. And, of course, they're going to have our exclusive rights for all of our video live streaming. So we're excited about that. And I will say one last thing about our website. It's www.allaclassic.org, and we do have all of our information posted on there. And thank you all very much for having me today.
That's great. Good talking to you again. Again, contact Mike Reeves. Get on that website if you want to find out more about the LA. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you, Bridget. Appreciate it. Thank you, William.
Welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report. William Warfield here with you, the king of stream. And, man, I'm excited today because we have potential Miss Basketball here on the show with us. And I'm talking about Harley Painter out of Boyd County. And, Harley, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, So, just talk to us about your game. Obviously you can ball because you're in consideration for Miss Basketball, but we've been able to enjoy you over the years, kind of watching you play. And, how did all that start for you?
Well, I started playing basketball when I was in like 5th or 6th grade. I was a cheerleader before then, but I picked up basketball and it kind of just, I fell in love with it. So it's been amazing. I love to play fast-paced game, kick the ball ahead, the 3 ball, of course, but also I've been working on driving to the basket strong and, finish them real strong, getting to the free throw line, and been working on my defense a lot, and rebounding is very important to me. I love to rebound the ball.
You guys got a great program there at Boyd County, made a couple Sweet 16 appearances over the last few years. You've had a former Miss Basketball come through there in Savannah Wheeler. What would it be like for you to kind of step on that stage and kind of step in her shoes, for example?
That would be amazing. Whenever I first saw that people had been putting me like up there, like top 5, and then some people had me as number 1, it was just like, wow. And seeing her accomplish something like that, it made me think, this is possible for me to do too. And I've been working my butt off, and it's definitely a goal that I have set for myself. And I'm still trying, still trying to reach that goal.
You do a lot of cool things with your social media, and one of the coolest things I think about you is that you try to lift people's spirits. Whether you're doing Bible verses or just trying to pick people up. Especially in times like we are now. What gave you the idea to kind of get out there and motivate folks?
Well, I love social media. I post on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I love it. And so when I started creating my basketball videos, I just thought, I'm going to show people what they can do during quarantine, trying to make the best of their time, and then also doing my Bible studies, getting close with God, but also sharing that with others, because I know right now it is super, super hard to stay motivated and to stay positive and just keep get closer with Him. I feel like that's the most important thing in life. And I wanted to share my experience over quarantine with everybody else, and I've just continued doing it, and it's something that I really enjoy.
Yeah. You've recently committed to Tennessee Tech University. Talk to us about that process and how you came up with that decision.
Well, this summer was crazy, and when I decommitted, I was really nervous because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if we were going to even be able to play any summer games. I didn't know if anybody was going to be able to watch me. I just trusted God. I gave it to Him, and I said, I know that whatever you have in store for me, you're going to make it possible, and you're going to make it happen. And as soon as I got to know the Tennessee Tech staff and girls, I knew automatically.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for joining us here today, and Harley Painter could be your
Thank
potential
you
Miss
so
Basketball
much.
from Boyd County.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's time for your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. East Jessamine's Zion Thomas was a driving machine against his crosstown rival West Jessamine. On Friday night, Thomas with not one but two pretty drives to the bucket. Thomas finished with 16 points. However, West Jessamine got the road win 64-56. That is your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
All right, welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. William Warfield here, filling in for the legend Gary Ball, who's out this week. But we're in good hands because we got the Paul Lawrence Dunbar Lady Bulldogs, who are off to a fast start already on the season. And Coach Runyon, who do we have here with us today?
We have three of our starters: Isaiah Campbell, Lisa Ellison Coons, and Tanaya Cecil.
Coach, a lot of people say that, you've been building this team up for quite a while now, and this year is your year.
Yeah, we've been waiting on this group for a while, and we know we have some talent, and we're deeper than we've ever been on our bench, and I'm really excited about where we're headed, not only this year, but even looking into the future.
Tanaya, just talk to us about your game out there and kind of being the floor leader for your team.
Well, I just kind of bring up the ball, get our team in our plays so we can score, pass to the right people at the right time.
Isaiah, what are your thoughts on the team?
My thoughts on the team are, I think that we're a good team. We can go out there and have fun and still compete in a good way. We bring a lot to the table, and like Coach said, we do have a deep team. So with the bench being able to come in and replace what the starters do is great.
Lisa Ellison Coons, everybody knows your game out there, and you're a force to be reckoned with out there on the floor. Always show up in big games and every game that you play. What's it like to be playing under Coach Runyon, first of all, and then being the leader that you are out there for this Lady Bulldogs team?
Well, me and Runyon, we have a good chemistry, and he trusts me a lot as a player, so that helps. And then I've started since I've been a freshman, And so that's just like helped me build my leadership. Yeah.
Coach, when you have seniors like you have, does it make it easier on your job, or is it always a constant battle being in that 11th region and in a tough district like you're in?
Well, in terms of the region and the district, I mean, that never changes. It's always tough, and we know that from the beginning. So we know what we're going to get out of every team, and we're prepared for those challenges, and we go over everything in practice that we need to do. But in terms of having senior leadership and veteran leadership, even at the junior level with Isaiah, they do a lot of teaching for me in practice. They help the younger kids. They help them get to the right spots, learn the plays. They coach them through the plays. And then, during gameplay, anybody that's a senior or in our starting lineup, they can call plays. They can diagnose offense and defense. And I trust them to make decisions. They don't really look over a lot at me. And that's because we've worked on our relationship from coaches and players standpoint. And I know what to expect out of them, and they know what I expect out of them.
Have you ladies given any thought to making any college decision yet, or deciding where you would like to play at the next level?
I'm still undecided about where I want to go. I'm definitely narrowing my choices down. I think I'll end up committing here soon, but I'm just not really for sure yet, 100%. I want to play at the college level, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I really want to play, but we'll see.
I also want to play at the college level, but right now I'm just waiting to see what comes to offer to me.
They all have colleges that are interested in them, and they're working hard for their goals, and we push them every day in practice, and they know that if they want to get to that next level, that's what it takes. And so they're all doing a great job.
Well, I know you got an exciting product out there on the court and continue to do big things, and I hope that we see you on down the road in the district and the regional tournaments, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report on the UK Sports Medicine segment. Today, we have Colson Begg with us, one of the athletic trainers and on staff at UK Sports Medicine, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about good nutrition for high school athletes. Welcome, Colson.
Hi, thank you.
All right, we hear a lot about fruits and vegetables and, including that in our diets. Talk a little bit about how many servings, a little bit more information about that.
Recommended servings for fruits and vegetables is probably about 5 servings per day.
So how do you emphasize that with your high school and college athletes?
Well, before practice, we try to tell them to have bananas or a good with their meals, and maybe any type of fruits. That'll kind of help them keep their energy up during practice.
Well, I like that before practice because, a lot of kids drink sports drinks and et cetera, et cetera. But if you were having a food choice before practice, everybody likes chicken nuggets and this and that. What would you recommend as an option?
I would say a turkey sandwich, with cheese, maybe some leafy greens, and then a side of fruit or veggies with that.
That sounds good. It sounds like a very healthy way to start your workout. So we talk a lot about protein and the importance of protein in one's diet. So talk about that importance.
Well, protein helps replenish our muscles and helps to grow our muscles. And when we work out a lot, we use a lot of our muscles, and to replenish and take care of our muscles, we need a lot of protein.
So everybody, you see all these fancy schmancy drinks out there, with caffeine, et cetera. But what are the best choices maybe before a workout or competition or during or after? What are some good drinks to select?
I would say water is probably the best. Yeah, water for sure. I mean, sports drinks is a good replenisher, but most importantly is water.
Well, thank you, Kelson, for being with us today. She's talking a little bit about good advice for eating healthy for our high school athletes. Thanks for being with us.
No problem. Thank you.
Well, that's our show for this week, and we sure hope you come back and join us next week. Special thanks out there to William Warfield, the King of Stream, our video streamer, and Joel Clace, our director for the Scholastic Ball Report. And always remember, for those you see and those you don't see, you keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Ford Brothers Auction, Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.